Ryan Dustable, is he the head coach?
Yeah, he's the actual head coach. They do a co-head coach thing, but he's the real head coach.
Oh, okay.
That is our second hit.
Yep.
We have one hit.
We have one in.
We have one.
They don't. Is that Devin? Usually I do word association. I can't think of anything that's towel. Towel.
Pal.
Hmm?
Pal. Like a buddy of pal. Or like an Allen wrench.
I like Palin, just Talon. I like it. That might work. Good to go. Thanks.
And you can keep that if you want, I guess.
I don't need it. Do you need this lineup?
Yeah.
Favorite board game?
Sorry for guys mentioned amidst a bunch of craziness up here, but kicked in at 66.
Alright, here we go. Favors pitch. Kaufman catch. Chipped into center. Breaks to third.
Got it.
don't anticipate playing tomorrow at all.
Well, if we can get this field squeegeed off, we might.
Tomorrow it's supposed to pour from like 5 to 7 or 8. Hey, we got up and down little ditties.
No, all that fun.
Yeah, all the rest of the night. And yeah, tomorrow's
Checking. Can you hear me down there?
Welcome, everyone, to our live baseball stream. We are live from Wapsie Valley Field. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Shane Kelly. It is Game 34 of the Warriors 2024 season. It's getting down there, folks. There's only a few games left in regular season play, and then we're going to advance on to district. Tonight is a matchup between Class 1A Janesville Wildcats from the Iowa Star North versus our 7th-ranked Wapsie Valley Warriors. Tonight, the head coaches for Janesville is Ryan Destival. He's also flanked by Joel Holst and Jared Hoodger. Janesville comes in with a record of 13-10. They are 12-2 in conference. Our pitcher is Briar Bellis. He is the freshman. This is his 12th appearance on the mound, but it's his first start since June 10th, which was actually against Sumner Fredericksburg Tripola. He is 1-1 on the season, 1 win, 1 loss. He's got 2 saves. He's pitched 15 innings, given up 18 hits, 22 runs, 14 of them earned. He's given up 14 walks while striking out 22. He's got a 6.53 earned run average. He did pitch last Friday night against Alburnett. He got 2 outs for the Warriors, giving up only 1 hit and not allowing any runs. Here are the Access Systems coaches' keys to the game. We're looking for a huge start from Briar Bellis. As I mentioned before, he has been struggling on the mound as of late. And we are running out of pitchers, so we're hoping to get some good, solid innings out of Briar tonight. Also, Coach Jakin wants to see the team keep the errorless streak alive. Coach doesn't think any of his team from that conference and the only ones they haven't played is like Central City, Maquoketa Valley, Springville, and they actually have a chance to play Central City and Maquoketa Valley in districts. Springville is also in our district, but they're 2-17, and they would have to beat North Tama. Still have to face Janesville tonight. Again, they're a conference champion. Got Grundy Center on Monday night. They're a North Iowa Cedar League West champion. And then the last game of the season is New Hampton. They are winners of the Northeast Iowa Conference. Checking in on the districts. Again, just to give everybody another quick look at that. Central City is what I mentioned. They play the winner. Wapsie will play the winner between Central City and Iowa Valley. Iowa Valley did beat GMG last night. If you're tracking that, they won 11-1. GMG is in last place, though, in the Iowa Star South. They are a 6-15 team, so I don't know if you want to read too much into that. On the other side, North Tama facing Springville, as I mentioned, and then we got Maquoketa Valley playing Lisbon. So just in case you didn't remember what the districts look like, tonight's lineup, first for Janesville. Janesville's going to lead off with Trevor Forey, the senior. He'll be playing left field. Batting second will be number 6, Dawson Graham, the junior second baseman. Batting fifth will be Talon Pletz. I'm going to be stumbling over that name all night. He's a sophomore. He's going to be at catcher. Batting in the cleanup spot is number 21, Tyler Hoodger. He is their designated hitter. He'll be designated hitting for Isaac Jones, the sophomore. He'll be on the mound tonight. Batting fifth will be Gabe Meany, number 16. He's a junior first baseman. Batting sixth will be number 24, Cole Hahn. He is their junior third baseman. Batting sixth will be Blaine Porter, sophomore center fielder. Batting eighth will be number 23, Blake Porter. He's a right field junior. And then rounding out the Wildcat lineup is number 12, Camden Ivy. He is their shortstop. On for the Warriors, this is how they'll line up defensively. Sauerbrei in left, Dana in center, Shore in right. Infield's going to have Blake Hesse in third base. Shannon will be at shortstop. Hebner will be at second. TJ Jakin will get the start at first base tonight. On the mound is Briar Bellis, and then behind the plate will be Tucker Latterberg. Give a shout-out to Oran Mutual Telephone Company. They've been serving the area since 1911. Oran Mutual Telephone Company is a modern, independently owned telephone company providing internet and telephone services to Oran, Iowa, and the surrounding rural area. Give them a call at 319-638-6006 or email omtc@orantelco.com. Here is the playing of the national anthem.
Please rise, prepare to do so. And gentlemen, move your caps as we got our nation and flag and those protected freedoms and liberties with the singing of our national anthem performed tonight by Sherry T.
That was Shirley Teat doing the national anthem for us tonight. She did a wonderful job. Haven't had anybody sing here that I can remember. I think the last one was Asa, my son. Huh? Give a shout out to Legacy Roofing of Iowa. Protect your largest investment with our reliable roofing and gutter services. If you want to make your roof last as long as possible, it is vital that you never put off a roof repair. Small issues with roofing become big issues in a hurry. No matter how major or minor the repair you need, we are here to help. We offer roofing contracting, storm damage repair, gutter replacements, and residential and commercial roofing. Call Mitch at 319-415-2472 or Lou at 319-415-5547. Shout out to RTC Communications. RTC is here to provide high-quality, superior service to you, the customer, by offering great customer service and the services you want and need to work and stay connected with family and friends. Reach out to them at 319-279-3375 or email manager at reedlandtelco.com. We are just about set here. Game time temperatures around 75 degrees. It's been raining off and on here. JV got rained on. They finished in a tie, by the way, 5-5. Wapsie made it exciting at the end. They were down 5-0, and they came back and scored 5 runs in the bottom of the fourth inning to tie that game up. And that was in pretty much a deluge of rain. Winds are coming out of the southeast, about 12 miles an hour. I mean, you can't really tell by the flag. It's blowing in, that's for sure. The flag's pretty much soaked, so it's not moving a ton out there, but it is blowing in. This is Trevor Forey. He is their senior. Fouls the first one off. He is playing left field tonight. Comes into this game batting .342. Got a .467 on-base percentage. There's the strike. Breyer is quickly ahead, 0-2. As I mentioned in the pregame, this is an experienced Janesville team. That ball's hit to Hebner. He picks it up, throws it to T.J. Jakin for out number 1. So that's the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Dawson Graham. He is playing second base for the Wildcats tonight. He's a junior. Batting .309 with a .437 on-base percentage. Janesville's a pretty good hitting team. They bat .283 as a team. Take that first pitch down low for a ball. Here's a pitch from Bellis. 77-mile-an-hour fastball hits the outside corner. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Hit sharply toward the right fielder. Jake goes back on it. He's unable to make a play. It's going to roll to the fence. Jake will pick it up. Actually rolled to the warning track. So give Graham a double. So that'll put a runner in scoring position for the Wildcats. Brings up Talon Pletz, sophomore. He's their catcher. And looking at the Janesville statistics, looks like he's a really good catcher. He's thrown out 13 base stealers, if that's all in there correctly. Here's the pitch. Right over the plate, curveball, 64 mile an hour, taken for a strike. Pletz leads the team with a .382 batting average, .482 on-base percentage, got a .500 slugging. He does have one of the team's home runs. They've had 3 of them as a team. Dawson Graham hit one of the other ones, and so does Gabe Meany. Gabe Meany bats 5th in the Wildcat lineup. So Ladberg had a couple words for Bellis. Perhaps talking about their signals, their signs, since there is a runner on second base. Want to make sure they're not relaying anything. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. 77 miles per hour heater. Great pitch by Breyer. I had Breyer in here last night for the post-game show. Hope everybody was able to catch it. He mentioned he's been working on some things. Keeps getting better. That pitch is fouled straight back. Count remains 0-2. As a hitter, Breyer has been outstanding for the Warriors. He's a big contributor to the lineup and the Warrior offense. As a pitcher, he got off to a great start. He just ran into a couple of real tough games. That ball smashed toward the third base side, and it's through. Coming around third, heading to the plate is Graham. Sauerbrei has a hard time picking the ball up, so there'll be no play. That'll give the Wildcats the first run of the game. Hesse was playing well off the line there, so he had no shot at that one. That brings up Tyler Hooger. Tyler's got a .312 batting average, .444 on-base percentage. He's been outstanding for the Wildcats as a pitcher. That pitch is taken for a ball down low. He is 6-2 on the season with a .157 earned run average as a pitcher. I think he pitched in the Hudson game, I'm pretty sure. A game that they lost 5-0. Breyer quickly falls behind 2-0 to Hooger. He's had 4 doubles on the season, 15 hits. Here's a pitch. Swung on and missed. 74-mile-an-hour breaking ball. Makes the count 2 balls and a strike. Pletz gets his lead over at first. Here's a pitch. Does get away from Ladberg. Pletz is going to take off, and he'll get second base. So that'll put another runner in scoring position. Makes the count 3 balls and a strike. Here's a pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Nice fastball there by Breyer Bellis. Fouled that one off. Count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on, smashed toward left field. Trayton will play it off a bounce, and he'll get the ball back in quickly. So that'll hold Pletz to third base. That'll be the 3rd hit for Janesville. That'll bring up Gabe Meany. As I mentioned earlier, he's got one of the 3 home runs the Wildcats have hit. Batting .237 on the season with a .310 on-base percentage. Here's the pitch, taken upstairs. Breaking ball, just missed. Here's the pitch. Called a strike, outside corner, 74-mile-an-hour fastball. That'll even the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Called a strike. Wow. Breaking ball, outside corner. Makes the count 2 balls and a strike. Meany didn't like that call. He was asking the umpire about it. Here's a pitch from Breyer. Swung on. Hit toward the shortstop. Going to second is for 1, over to the first, and not able to double him up. So that'll score a run for the Wildcats. Pletz will score on the play. He'll be safe on the fielder's choice. Hooger is out at second base. So the Wildcats quickly jump ahead of the Warriors 2-0 in this game. That pitch is fouled off.
Up to bat for the Wildcats, third baseman number 24, Cole Hahn.
This is Cole Hahn. Cole's a junior, batting .246 for the Wildcats, a .375 on-base percentage. Here's the pitch. Right over the middle for a strike, 76-mile-an-hour fastball. Briars quickly ahead 0-2. Breyer is checking the runner. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back. That was a fine play by Garrett Shannon on that last one. Ball was hit sharply. He was able to cut down the lead runner. He had no chance at home. The ball was hit too slowly. So he made the wise decision to cut down the other lead runner at first base. Huebner tried to turn it, just missed a double play on that. There's strike 3. 73-mile-an-hour fastball right on the outside corner, and that'll do it for the Wildcats in the first inning. But the Wildcats broke through for 2 runs off 3 hits, no errors. Warriors are now coming to play. They're behind 2-0. They'll be back in just a moment. We're back live here at Wapsie Valley Field. Warriors are behind 2-0. Janesville was able to get a couple of runs off of 3 back-to-back hits. But Briar Bellis will lead off for the Warriors. Coming into this game, he's got a .385 batting average, .500 on-base percentage. Takes the first pitch down low for a ball. Here's the next pitch. That's taken for a strike. 68 mile an hour on that one. Evens account 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, Isaac Jones is their pitcher. He's only pitched 1 inning. Did give up 3 runs in that inning. There's another strike. 59 miles per hour. Makes me wonder if the coaches didn't watch some of these videos and see that the Warriors do struggle against some of these junk ball pitchers. Swung on, hammered toward the first baseman. It goes off of Meany's glove and into right field for a single. So that'll put Briar Bellis on his first hit of the game. First hit for the team. First batter. That'll bring up Caden Dana. Caden had a good night last night, too. He didn't get any hits, but he was on base 2 or 3 times. I know he scored a couple runs. Caden is getting on base pretty much any game, if not a hit, by walk. He leads Class 1A in walks with 34 of them. .552 on-base percentage. He takes that pitch for a strike. 69 mile an hour fastball in the outside corner. John U-Haul is behind the plate tonight. You'll notice he's got a wider strike zone than what you typically see. He's not all that generous up and down, though. But he does give the pitchers that outside corner. But that one there was a ball. Evens account 1 ball and 1 strike.
It's frozen.
That pitch is swung on, fouled back, making the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Caden and Briar, they both lead the team with 43 runs. Again, that leads Class 1A as well. Dana's been hit 6 times this season. He leads the team in that category. Not a category you want to lead in, but hey, it gets you on base. Briar Bellis takes off, but that's swung on and fouled straight back. Looked like a hit and run there. Not sure how much the Warriors are going to test Plutz tonight. He is outstanding behind the plate. Again, looking at their stats on Varsity Bound, he's only given up 16 stolen bases. So I don't know if just teams just aren't running on him. There's a pickoff move. That gets past Meany. Briar Bellis is going to take off, and he'll take second base on that. So that'll put a runner in scoring position for the Warriors. It'd be nice to see them climb back in the game right away after giving up 2 runs in the top half of that first inning. I know Coach Jakin is really hoping to get some innings out of Briar Bellis. Kind of running out of pitchers. Tyler Shore's been nursing a back injury. Those of you that watched last night seen Garrett Shannon get pulled. That pitch was taken, well, must have gotten behind him. Evens the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Surprised it didn't hit him. Well, Garrett Shannon, he was nursing, he's a little shoulder. He's been having some issues. He had some issues earlier in the season with his shoulder. So that's why he got taken out, and Blake Hesse came in. That ball smashed toward the center field, and making the play is Graham. He tried flipping the ball to Ivy, but the umpire ruled him safe. So that's just 1 out. Nice rip by Dana. That'll bring up Jake Shore. First pitch is taken for a strike. Boy, Dana got a good part of the bat on it. He got the barrel right on it. Unfortunately, Grant made a nice play. What can you say? He made a terrific play at the second base spot. That ball looked like it was going to easily get into center field. Shore fouled that one off, making the count 0-2. Jake coming in this game has a .472 batting average. He leads the team. 50 RBIs. He had 2 hits last night. That pitch is fouled off right side. It's going to be out of play. He's also tied for the team lead in doubles. He's got 11 of them. Leads the state in with 50 RBIs in all classes. .37 singles. That leads Class 1A. That pitch is taken for a ball. Makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Taken upstairs for ball 2. Janesville fans didn't like that call. I told you earlier, U-Haul will not give usually the top part of the strike zone. He's more wide. Upstairs or down low, not so much. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit sharply toward the shortstop. He bobbles it, picks it up, throws it across to Meany. That ball is going to get away from Meany. So coming around to score is Bellis for the first run of the game for the Warriors. Riker, are you giving him a hit or an error? Error, that's the right call. So that'll be an error on IB, their shortstop. IB, he did bobble that one. And then threw to Meany, who couldn't get a hold of the throw, got away from him. And that's what scored Bellis. Really, you could count 2 errors on that if you wanted to. Both on the shortstop and on the throw. Fielding and throwing error. First pitch is taken for a ball. You just give him one. 1 error. Okay. Got Riker Oberly up here with me. Shore gets a little bit far off the bag, so Pletz will throw to first, but not be able to get him. Count 2-0. 2-0. Blake Boer is down there trying to fix the scoreboard. He's rebooting it down there. That ball is hit sharply toward the third baseman. He scoops it up, throws it across to Meany to retire Latteberg. Advancing to second is Jake Shore. But that'll be the second out of the inning. Tucker's had himself a rough stretch the last couple of games. He went 0 for 4 last night. That's very unusual. Usually he gets at least 1 hit, if not multiple hits in each game. That'll bring up Trayton Sauerbrei. Trayton's been hot as of late. His average is up to .333. That's after starting 0-12 on the year. 44 on-base percentage. Got an RBI situation here. Pitch is taken outside for a ball. I bet his dad would wish I quit mentioning that. They did a great job working through it, though. I know his dad and Trayton were in the batting cages. Brent does a great job throwing throwing tosses. Thinking back to our youth leagues, travel teams, he was always throwing to our hitters, giving them batting practice. That ball's down low for ball 2. Counts now 2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Oh, they're calling it a swing. That'll even the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Take it off the board. He said no swing. So that'll be ball 3. They did appeal it. 3-1 is the count. You'll have to change that one. They appealed it. 3-1 pitch. Chop toward the second baseman. Graham will pick it up. Throw wide of Meany. So that'll get away from Meany. Coming around to score is Jake Shore. So another error by Janesville. So that'll tie up the game 2-2.
Next up to bat, second baseman, number 34, Manny Huebner.
You know, one of the things I was looking at, the stats of the both teams coming in before tonight's game, and Janesville they do commit some errors. Especially their infielders. That pitch hits the top part of the zone for strike 1. This is Manny Huebner. Manny's got a .348 batting average, .459 on base percentage. Here's a pitch, swung on, hit high up in the air. That might be trouble. Going back on it is Hahn, and he will make the play for out number 3. But the Warriors get the 2 runs back off of 1 hit. 3 errors on the Wildcats. So that'll tie our score 2-2 heading to the second inning. Due up for the Wildcats is 7, 8, and 9. The 2 Porter brothers back-to-back, and then Ivy, their shortstop, is in the 9 spot. Shout out to Little Wapsie Communications. Their state-of-the-art fiber network is complete in Fairbank, ready to serve your home or business with the fastest internet in town. For plans, pricing, and more information, call 319-279-3375. VanDaele Insurance in Fairbank. They can help you with auto, home, health, life, crop, and commercial insurance. Talk to Chad or Amber or any one of their fine agents at 319-635-2526. Thank you for sponsoring Wapsie Valley Baseball. Be back in just a moment. We are back live here at Wapsie Valley Field. This is Blaine Porter. He is a sophomore. Blaine's, he's only got 2 at-bats, and he's gotten a hit. He lays down a bunt, tries to, fouled it off for strike 1. He's only had 2 at-bats on the season. He has a hit, scored a run, drove in a run. He's also got 2 walks. He's scored 7 runs for the team. I'm sure he's using courtesy situations. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Breyer is quickly ahead 0-2 on Porter. They put him in the 7th spot tonight. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. 75-mile-an-hour fastball. And that'll be the first out of the inning for Briar Bellis. That'll bring up Blake Porter. He's a junior. He's batting .215 on the season. He's got a .270 on base percentage. 14 hits so far on the year. 3 doubles. He's walked just 4 times. Takes the first pitch down low for a ball. Wind is picking up a little bit. It's blowing straight in out of center field. Pitch is upstairs for ball 2. The wind's coming out of the southeast tonight. That ball is hit foul, out of play, right side. That'll make the count 2 balls and a strike. Here's a pitch from Bella. Swung on and missed. 4 strike 2. Got Bohr back up here trying to fix that scoreboard, and he thought it was a strike. That might have been my reaction. It might have threw him off. Gotcha. Swung on, fouled off right side, out of play. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. I love making Bohr. He catches me messing up all the time. That's 2 days in a row. Messed up. Here's the pitch from Bella. Swung on and missed for strike 3. It does hit the ground, so Latterberg will throw to Jakin to retire Porter. That'll bring up Camden Ivy. He is their shortstop, number 9 hitter.
Shortstop, number 12, Camden Ivy.
Camden is just an 8th grader. He's been starting all year for the Wildcats. He's got a .250 batting average, 17 hits so far, all of them singles. He hits that one out of play, foul right side. I'd like to welcome everyone to tonight's live stream. Hope you enjoy the broadcast. That pitch is taken for a strike right down the middle, 75-mile-an-hour fastball. Bellis is ahead 0-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on, chopped toward the first base side. TJ will run over to first, touch the bag to retire Ivy. So great inning by Bellis. He really needed that one. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. So our score will remain tied 2-2. We'll be back for the home half of the second inning. Due up for the Warriors is Hesse, Shannon, and Jakin. We'll be back in just a moment. Yeah, but it's distracting. We are back live here at Wapsie Valley Field. Leading off for the Warriors, Blake Hesse. Coming into this game. First pitch is taken for a ball. Let's see here. Blake's got a .215 batting average, 302 on base. That pitch is fouled off. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. I know Blake has plenty of friends and family on tonight's live stream. Welcome in. Aunt Mayor. I think I'm finally pronouncing your name right. Was that a ball or strike? Ball, okay. 2-1. 2-1 is our count now. That pitch is hit high up in the air. Ivy goes back, and he'll make the play from the shortstop position. That'll give the Warriors a first out of the inning.
Next up to bat, shortstop, number 17.
That'll bring up the shortstop, Garrett Shannon. Garrett's got a 195 batting average, 382 on base percentage, though. It's great to see Garrett still able to stay in the lineup despite his issues with his shoulder. Here's a pitch. That ball is popped straight up. Ivy has got another opportunity here to make a play, and he'll do it from the shortstop position. So quickly, 2 outs on the Warriors. That'll bring up T.J. Jakin. TJ's a sophomore. He's batting .234. He's got a .351 on base percentage. 16 hits. Singles, I should say. 18 total hits because he has 2 doubles. That pitch is taken way outside for a ball. TJ's back at the first base spot. 2 games in a row for him. And that ball is skied up in the air. This one is going to go to the second baseman. That'll be Graham, who will make the play for the Wildcats. So, boy, that was a very quick inning. I think they only used maybe 5 pitches in that inning. So our score remains 2-2. We're going to head to the third inning. Top of the order is due up for the Wildcats. Forey, Graham, and Pletz. We'll be back in just a moment. We're back live here at Wapsie Valley Field. Due up for the Wildcats. Trevor Forey, he's their left fielder. He's 0 for 1 in this game. Came into this game batting .342. He bunts that one foul right side. Here's a pitch. Took something off that one. Missed with it, though. That'll even the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. That pitch is fouled away right side. Making the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Taken for strike 3. 74-mile-an-hour fastball right on the outside corner. That'll be the first out of the inning.
Next up to bat, second baseman, number 6, Dawson Graham.
That'll bring up Dawson Graham. Dawson lined a double actually, in his last time at bat. Scored the Wildcats' first run. Takes the first pitch down low for a ball. That pitch is, almost called a strike. But it's taken for a ball. U-Haul wanted to call. You can see he raised his arms up, but he held back. That was a right call. A little too far outside. That pitch is swung on. It's chopped to the third baseman. Hesse will pick it up. Throw over to Jake in for out number 2.
Graham grounds out to the third baseman.
So that's the second out of the inning.
In for out number 2. Next up to bat, catcher number 5, Talon Platts.
That'll bring up Talon Platts. He got a hit his last time at bat. Drove in the first run of the game. So he's 1 for 1. He also scored the second run of the game for the Wildcats. Here's the pitch. Foul tipped for strike 1. Talon's got a .382 batting average. 26 hits. That ball is fouled off himself. Must have got him in the leg or the foot. Quickly behind 0-2. Here's the pitch. Taken upstairs for ball 1. Counts 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That gets away from Latterberg. That'll even the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3. 75-mile-an-hour fastball. And that'll retire the side for the Wildcats. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. We are going to head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. 2 up for the Warriors is the top of the lineup. Bellis, Dana, and Shore. We'll be back here in just a moment.
Batting for the Warriors, pitcher number 5, Briar Bellis.
We're back live here at Wapsie Valley Field. Briar Bellis, he led off with a hit in the game back in the 1st inning. Came around to score. So he is 1 for 1. First pitch gets away from Platts. Taken for ball 1. That's over the heart of the plate. 68 mile an hour, I think it was his fastball. That'll even the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swung on, driven high up in the air towards center field. Porter will get under it, and he'll make the play for out number 1.
Bellis flies out to the center fielder, Blaine Porter, for out number 1. Next up to bat, center fielder number 15, Caden Dana.
That'll bring up Caden Dana. He is 0 for 1 in the game. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled on the right side. Dana has got a .552 on-base percentage. That ball is skied up in the air. The shortstop called him off. He probably shouldn't have. Hahn went back on it, and then Ivy called him off. Calling it a single. So give Dana his first hit of the game. I could see Ivy calling for that all the way because Hahn initially went back on it. It would have been an easier play for Hahn. But as it stands, it'll put a runner on first base for the Warriors with just one out. Brings up Jake Shore. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hammered toward the third base side, and it'll get through to Forey, their left fielder. So give Shore a base hit, his first of the game. That'll put runners at first and second. Brings up Tucker Latterberg. Tucker looking for his first hit of the game. He did draw a walk last night. Like I mentioned in the pregame, everybody at least got on base at least once, either a walk or a hit. And we all know Tucker is going to hit. Too good of a hitter. Takes that first pitch, curveball, 59 mile an hour for a strike. Got 5 home runs on the season. Last I checked, that was good for second in the state in Class 1A. That ball is hit. Bouncer toward the third base side. He'll step on third, throw across to first, but Tucker Latterberg will be safe to avoid the double play. So he'll reach on a fielder's choice. There's now 2 outs in the inning. That'll bring up Trayton Sauerbry. Trayton reached on an error his last time at bat, which brought home a run for the Warriors. Here's a pitch from Jones. Swung on, popped up in the air, right side, but it's going to be pushed out of play. Coming into courtesy run for the Warriors, number 6. That's Logan Sauerbry. Tucker is behind the plate tonight. There are 2 outs, so he'll get his gear back on. Trayton's hit a double this season. He's already got a triple. 17 total hits on the season. Scored 23 runs. He's got more runs than he does hits. When he gets on base, he usually scores. That ball is popped high in the air, but foul. So he's quickly behind 0-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's a curveball. But he bites it off, fouls it off, out of play. Here's the pitch. Taken upstairs for ball 1. Here's the pitch, way outside for ball 2. That'll even the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. There's another nasty slider. He popped that one way up in the air, but that's going to go into center field. Going back on it is Graham, who will make the play to retire the Warriors. So no runs off one hit, no errors, 2 runners left on base. We are going to head to the 4th inning. It's all tied, 2-2. Due up for the Wildcats will be Hooger, Meany, and Hahn. We'll be back in just a moment. We are back live here at Wapsie Valley Field. Leading off for the Wildcats is Hooger. Tyler Hooger, he's designated hitter tonight. Takes that first pitch high for a ball. 75-mile-an-hour fastball. Tyler got a hit his last time at bat, back in the 1st inning. There's a strike, 74-mile-an-hour heater. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Tyler is a senior. Got 15 hits on the season. There's another strike, 63 miles an hour breaking ball. Making the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. That was a nice curveball there by Bellis. That got away from him. Another breaking pitch. That'll even the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bellis has done a great job settling in after that shaky 1st inning. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Hit to Garrett Shannon, who will bobble it. He'll pick it up, still make the throw, and he'll get Hooger over at first base. Nice play by Shannon by sticking with it. He initially bobbled it, but he stayed with it and made a nice solid throw over to T.J. Jakin for the 2nd out of the inning. 1st out of the inning. That'll bring up Gabe Meany. Gabe is 0 for 1, but he did drive in a run back in the 1st inning. Swings and misses at the first one. Gabe is a junior. Coming into this game, he's got a .237 batting average, .310 on base. That pitch is taken for a strike, 64-mile-an-hour breaking ball. That'll even the count. Actually makes it 0-2. Swung on and missed. Foul tip for strike 3. So that is the 2nd out of the inning. That'll bring up Cole Hahn. He's the 3rd baseman. He struck out his last time at bat. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Question of the day was fairly simple. Favorite board game is what I asked the guys tonight. There's a pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. Got some interesting answers that I'll share with you. Here's a pitch taken down low for ball 2. I used to love board games when I was a kid. Loved Monopoly. This game called Stratego was one of my favorites. It's kind of a war strategy game. Similar to chess in a way, because you got your different pieces that can only move certain ways. But the count's now 3 balls and a strike. I also like this game that my parents bought for me called Wahoo. If you're familiar with Trouble, it's similar to that game, except it's played with marbles. That ball is hit to Hesse. Jakin will bobble it at first base, so he's unable to make the play. We'll see if that scored a hit or an error. Calling it a hit. So give the Wildcats their 4th hit of the game. I was joking around with the players before the game. I said, whoever makes the first error has to get down and do 10 push-ups right there in the field. That pitch is outside for ball 1. And I told the JV team to count them out. Didn't see Hesse doing any push-ups. There's a strike. Latterberg will throw down a TJ, but Hahn's back in. Counts now even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, that Wahoo game, it's a wooden game. My parents bought it for me. It's got marbles on it, and you just want to get around the board. Of course, you can bump other people. Similar to Trouble. Here's a pitch. There's called strike 3. That's a 3rd out in the inning, so Bellis is able to work around a 2-out hit. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We are going to head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Due up for the Warriors is Manny Hebner, Blake Hesse, and Garrett Shannon. We'll be back in just a moment. Just a wooden board with marbles. Get your marbles out of the home spot.
Hey, sometimes those simple games are the best.
What's that?
Sometimes those simple games are just more entertaining.
Oh, yeah, they're fun. Great to play with the entire family.
To that, second baseman, number 34, Manny Hebner.
This will bring up Manny Hebner. Welcome back, everybody. Joining in on my conversation I'm having with Boer. I probably should take the scoreboard off. Manny gets down a bunt, and he'll make the play over at first base. There, you could be able to catch the tail end of that. Apologize there. Nice play by Pletz. He was quickly on that bunt, fired to first base for the out. That'll bring up Blake Hesse. Not a bad strategy, though, but you want to get it past the catcher. The catcher's pretty outstanding. Hit it to the infielders. There's a pitch hit to the third baseman, Hahn, but he'll have no problems with it. Scoops it up, fires it over to Meany for out number 2. So there's quickly 2 outs. And I believe there's been 2 pitches. Isaac Jones, boy, coming in, I was surprised that they were throwing him because he'd only pitched 1 inning, but he's done quite well tonight. He's about ready to complete his 4th inning, only giving up 3 hits, 2 runs. That ball's hit straight up in the air. Graham's going to go back on it, and he will make the play, falling down, but he'll still hang on to it for out number 3. I think the Warriors saw 3 pitches in that inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We are going to head to the 5th inning. We're still tied, folks, 5-5. Due up for the Wildcats is Porter, Ivy, and Forey. 8, 9, and 1. We'll be back in just a moment. We are back live here at Wapsie Valley Field. Due up for the Wildcats, Blake Porter. He is their right fielder. He's 0 for 1 in this game so far. He struck out his last time at bat. As you can see from your screen, the sun's popped out for us tonight. Hopefully that means we'll have clear skies the rest of the way. That ball is hit right up the middle and under both gloves of Bellis and Shannon. So Dana will have to retrieve it. That'll go down as a base hit. Leadoff hitter is on for the Wildcats. Like I said in the pregame, we've struggled against these Wildcats. Last game of the regular season last year, got defeated by them 7-4. Did turn around and get them in districts in the second round. 11-1 was the final on that one. But here it's all tied up. That ball is skied up in the air. We'll see if there's room for TJ in it. Nope, it'll bounce off the visiting dugout. Out of play. This is Ivy. He's 0 for 1. He's an 8th grader. Again, tonight's question of the day, favorite board game. Did you come up with one, Boer? Sorry? That ball is foul, bunted foul.
But there's always something about classic Monopoly.
Monopoly? Yep, Monopoly. What's Boer's favorite board game? See what the coaches told me. Coach Jakin, his favorite board game is Monopoly. Colin Bergman gave me a couple of interesting ones. A couple of I've never heard of. That ball is taken upstairs for a ball. I've never heard of Space Space. That was a board game that he says is one of his favorites. Evidently, it's some form of a dice game, and you're rolling a dice, and you've got this board with different numbers on it that you can cross off. That taken for strike 3. So there's the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Trevor Forey, their left fielder. He's 0 for 2. His other one is Ticket to Ride. That one seemed really interesting. He says you can get like different countries for it, and then what you're doing is you're trying to connect like different towns with like a train. or some form of transportation. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Well, that's a game I might have to check out. I'd like the ones with geography involved. Yeah, trying to build railroads. That ball is hit sharply down the first base line. It's a fair ball. Rounding first, going to second is Forey. Sliding into third is Porter. So give Forey a double. That ball just stayed in the inside part of the line, foul line.
Now batting the second baseman, number 6, Dawson Graham.
That gets the Wildcat fans going, and it should. Their team's got a really great opportunity here to take the lead. Runners on second and third, only one out. This is Dawson Graham at the plate. He had a .309 batting average coming into this game. He's 1 for 2 in this one. He scored a run back in that first inning. That pitch just got away from Breyer. We'll call that just a little high. Just missed. Fortunately for the Warriors, we don't have very deep backstops, so nobody moved. Here's a pitch. Inside corner, 72 mile an hour. That'll even the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and one, I mean. Now it's 0-2, 1 and 2. I did. I predicted that one very great. Counts now 1 and 2. Here's the pitch. Upstairs for a ball. That'll even the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Wildcat dugout has come alive. They're over there making some noise. Check swing by Graham. He was tempted to go, but he held up. Took it for ball 3. That'll make the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch. High and inside for ball 4. So that'll load the bases for the Wildcats. That'll bring up Talon Pletz, their sophomore. He's been their best hitter of the season. .382 batting average coming into tonight's game. He is 1 for 2 in this one. Drove in a run back in that first inning. Also scored a run. Still only 1 out. Here's a pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 1. He was just under that one. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Chopped third base side, but foul. So Pletz is quickly behind 0 and 2. Ladberg's going to ask for time. He's going to head out and talk to his pitcher, Briar Bellis. Senior leadership in action there. Talking to the freshman, Briar Bellis. Key moment of the game right here. Bases are loaded for the Wildcats. 1 out. 0-2 count on their Wildcat best hitter. Here's the pitch. High for ball 1. Good spot for that pitch, though. See if you can get the hitter to chase it. Pletz is hugging that plate as close as he can. That pitch is just down low for ball 2. That'll even the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Klutz didn't bite at that one either. Here's the pitch. Just missed inside for ball 3. Tucker tried to frame it, but the umpire was not buying it. So now we've got a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit up the middle. Breyer's going to come home with it. Latterberg will go to first where he's safe. Dangerous play there, though. Jakin did a good job taking that on a hop. So that'll be the second out on the inning. Pletz will reach on the fielder's choice. Porter was the one retired at home plate. Great play by Breyer Bellis. He was able to move to his right, snag the ball with his glove, and fire home with it. Here's the first pitch, taken down low. It's Tyler Hoosier. He is 1 for 2 in this game. Hoosier is a senior for the Wildcats. Here's a pitch. That pitch gets away from Latterberg. He'll toss it to Bellis, and he'll throw him out at the plate. 4 is thrown out at the plate trying to score. Great job by Tucker Latterberg, quickly getting on top of the ball, and he flipped it to Bellis, who applied the tag for out number 3. So no runs off 2 hits, no errors. 3 runners left on base, actually 2 runners left on base. So that'll be it for the Wildcats in the top of the 5th inning. We'll head to the home half. Due up for the Warriors is Jakin, then Bellis, and Dana. We'll be back here in just a moment. We are back live here at Wapsie Valley Field. Boy, that was an exciting top half of the 5th inning. Bases were loaded, only 1 out. Middle of the Wildcat lineup up, and Bellis was able to fight through it off some great defense. TJ Jakin is leading off for the Warriors. He's 0 for 1 into the game. Question of the day. Favorite board game is what I asked the guys tonight. The first pitch is taken for a ball. TJ likes the game. Sorry. That was his favorite game. That ball's hit off the mound. It's going to go to the left of the shortstop, who will take it, fire it, and he'll get him at first on a very close play. Wow. Just can't get any bounces tonight to go our way. That ball careened off of the pitcher's mound. Ivy was heading to the left to make the play, and he had to turn around and go to his right, and he had enough time to still get Jakin for the first out of the inning. Here's Breyer Bellis. Breyer just got hit by the pitch, so he'll take first base. So that'll put a runner on for the Warriors. And that'll bring up Caden Dana. We'll see if the Warriors can return the favor that the Wildcats did to them in the top half, but hopefully they'll come through with some runs. Caden Dana, he's 1 for 2 in this game. Here's a pitch from Jones, taken outside for a ball. Briar Bellis, by the way, his favorite board game is also Sorry. So that's 2 sorries in a row. Caden Dana gave me a different one. No, Guess Who was his favorite board game. He also said he likes Life. Briar Bellis takes off, and he's going to get there with a stolen base. Good throw by Pletz, but not quick enough to get Bellis. That pitch was taken for a strike, so that'll even the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. I'm sure Dana was taken all the way to give Bellis an opportunity to get into scoring position. So great jump by Briar. Here's the pitch. Taken for a strike, 68-mile-an-hour fastball. Makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's a pitch from Jones, way outside for ball 2. That'll even the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a pitch, swung on, hit high up in the air. Going to stay in the infield, though. Coming in on it is Meany, who will make the play for out number 2. So that'll bring up Jake Shore. Jake is 1 for 2 in this game. Question of the day, favorite board game? Jake Shore gave me Clue for his answer. That's a fun game. And they're just going to intentionally walk Shore. That's an unusual move because Tucker Latterberg's on deck. Unless the coaches have really been scouting us to know that Tucker is like 0 for his last 6. I don't know why you'd make a move like that. Because Tucker is going to break through, and I'm sure he wasn't fond of that move at all. Got 5 home runs on the season. 48 RBIs. I mean, pick your poison. That ball smashed right to the infield, into center field. Porter will retrieve it, get it back in, but that's not going to be fast enough to get Bellis in. So there's your answer. Tucker just took that first pitch and just drove it up the middle. That'll give the Warriors their first lead. And that's the first run of the game since the first inning for either team. Logan Sauerbrei, he'll come into the game to pinch run for Tucker Latterberg, tonight's catcher. Got to say, though, Isaac Jones has pitched outstanding for the Wildcats tonight. If there's any Wildcat fans tuning in tonight, just a sophomore. You get to see him for a couple more years. Here's a pitch. Nasty breaking ball. Sauerbrei was able to foul it off for strike 1. 58 mile an hour on that pitch. There are 2 outs. Shore will take off for third. Trayton will foul that one off, so he'll have to go back to second. Great jump by Jake. Now Trayton's behind 0-2. Shore's got a huge lead. Nice breaking ball. Slider, 61 mile an hour on that one, but way outside. That had a lot of break to it. Here's the pitch. Another one just like it. Not biting at all. That'll even the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Trayton said Monopoly was his favorite board game. There's a very nasty breaking ball. 58 mile an hour breaking pitch that freezes Sauerbrei. So that'll do it for the bottom of the 5th inning. But the Warriors broke through with the run. They take the lead 3-2. We are going to head to the top of the 6th inning. Due up for Janesville, Hoosier, Meany, and Hahn. Shout out to Legacy Roofing of Iowa. Protect your largest investment with our reliable roofing and gutter services. If you want to make your roof last as long as possible, it is vital you never put off a roof repair. Small issues with roofing become big issues in a hurry. No matter how major or minor the repair you need, we are here to help. We offer roofing contracting, storm damage repair, gutter replacement, and residential and commercial roofing. Call Mitch at 319-415-2472 or Lou at 319-415-5547. Also, Oran Mutual Telephone Company. They have been serving the area since 1911. Oran Mutual Telephone Company is a modern, independently owned telephone company providing internet and telephone services to Oran, Iowa, and the surrounding rural area. Give them a call at 319-638-6006 or email omtc@orantelco.com. RTC Communications, they are here to provide high-quality, superior service to you, the customer, by offering great customer service and the services you want and need to work and stay connected with family and friends. Reach out to them at 319-279-3375 or email manager@reedlandtelco.com. We have a pitching change for the Warriors. Briar Bellis' night is done. He will take over the center field duties for the Warriors. Coming in the pitch will be Tucker Latterberg. Tucker has been an outstanding pitcher for the Warriors. He is 4-1 on the season. This will be his 11th appearance. He's given up just 20 hits in 37 innings pitched, given up 17 runs, 12 of them earned, 15 walks. He's hit 5 batters and he struck out 48. He's got a 2.25 earned run average. I am sure he is coming into this game to save it for the Warriors. Bellis, his night was a good one. He pitched 5 innings, only gave up 6 hits, 2 runs, only 1 of them earned. Walked 1 and struck out 8. Here's the first pitch from Latterberg. 84 on that one, taken for a ball. This is Tyler Hoosier. Hoosier is 1 for 2 in the game. There's a strike, 82 miles an hour on that one. That'll even the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Tucker. Swung on, fouled off. Another 84 mile an hour fastball. Tucker can hit 90. He's done it before. He's got about 4 different pitches that he throws too. That pitch is upstairs, 86 on that one. That'll even the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. When Tucker is on, he is very difficult to hit. Opponents only hit 155 against Tucker. That ball is skied up in the air, but foul. The count will hold at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Just missed upstairs for ball 3. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Swung on. Hit high up in the air, but foul. Over my head. Favorite board games was the question for the night. Carter Kaufman gave me Monopoly, one of the JV players. He also usually courtesy run. That ball's hit up the middle. Shannon's on it. He picks up the ball up, throws a Jakin for out number 1. That's a very important first out of the inning. That'll bring up Gabe Meany, their first baseman. He's a junior. Gabe is 0 for 2. He struck out his last time at bat. Zach Babers, his favorite board game is 20 Questions. That ball is chopped at the plate. John Uhal called that foul. I asked Kipton Cox, another JV player. He said his favorite game is Trouble. Pitch taken outside for a ball. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Tyler Shore gave me the same answer. Trouble. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Chop foul. That went toward the Wildcat dugout. Makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. I don't think board games are really losing that much popularity, even with all the video games that guys play. You go into any department store, you'll see rows of them. I mean, at least one big row of them. That's called strike 3. 86-mile-an-hour fastball in the outside corner. And that's the second out of the inning. That is John Uhal's consistent strike zone. He'll give you the outside corner. So that's the second out of the inning. That pitch is fouled off. This is Hahn. He's 0 for 2. Ooh, that's behind Hahn. Almost hit him. But it's just a ball. That'll even the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Tucker must have lost his grip on that one. Must have been going for his slider, I'm guessing. Here's the pitch. Ooh, Uhal looked like he was going to raise his arm, but didn't. Taking a little high. I will say this about John Uhal. He's very consistent, and that's all you can ask for. That ball is swung on, chopped at the plate, but foul. That'll even the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. I just love it when umpires just are consistent and they give both teams the same strike zone. That's a sign of a great umpire. Even if you don't agree with it. That ball is hit foul, out of play, right side. Umpiring behind the plate is no easy job. Trust me, I've done it in the youth leagues, which isn't anywhere near as tough as this level. That ball is right on the outside corner for strike 3. 84-mile-an-hour fastball, and that'll do it for the Wildcats in the top of the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Very clean inning. We are going to head to the home half of the 6th inning. The Warriors have Manny Hebner, Blake Hesse, and Garrett Shannon due up. Little Wapsie Communications, their state-of-the-art fiber network is complete in Fairbank, ready to serve your home or business with the fastest internet in town. For plans, pricing, and more information, call 319-279-3375. VanDaele Insurance in Fairbank. They can help you with auto, home, life, health, crop, and commercial insurance. Talk to Chad or Amber or any one of their fine agents at 319-635-2526. Are you enjoying watching live Warrior sports and events from the comforts of your own home for free? consider a donation to Wapsie Valley's Venmo to help keep the streams going and at no cost to fans. Look for the link in the video description below. And just to kind of talk through that one a little bit, now we've got district action coming up, so we could use all the donations we can get, and any sponsors, anybody's willing to help put the bill on that, because we do get charged for broadcasting those games, and we would love to bring those to you, as we are going to have at least the first round and hopefully the finals right here at Wapsie Valley Field. Here's Manny Hebner. He's looking for his first hit of the game. Takes the first pitch down low for a ball. Isaac Jones has went the distance so far for the Wildcats. There's a strike. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. He's only thrown 65 pitches through 5 innings. Just giving up 4 hits, 3 runs, only 1 of them earned. He's been outstanding tonight. That ball is, there's that outside corner again. Again, very consistent. And as a hitter, you need to look for it. This is an umpire we've seen before, so it's nothing new. Here's the pitch, swung on, hit toward the gap, in between left and center, sliding down and making the play is Forey. Excellent play by Trevor Forey. He had to slide to make that catch. That was in the gap. Manny thought he had extra bases there. So a great defensive play by the Wildcats will keep the leading runner off the base. That'll bring up Blake Hesse. Here's the first pitch. There's a breaking ball, 58 mile an hour, taken for a strike. Blake is also 0 for 2. Warriors haven't had any hits from the bottom of their lineup yet. There's an outside pitch taken for a ball. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. The Warriors only have 4 hits tonight. There's a hanging curveball that's pounded up in the air toward left field, but getting under it is Forey, who will make the play. Hesse just got under it, and the wind is blowing in tonight, so that'll be the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Garrett Shannon. Garrett is also 0 for 2. There's now 2 outs in the inning. Here's a pitch. Another breaking ball, 59 mile an hour, in there for a strike. Shannon's favorite board game, Clue, was the one he gave me. Blake gave me Ticket to Ride. I forgot to mention his. Manny liked Trouble and Sorry. I might have mentioned that one, Manny's. There's another breaking ball, just missed. 59 mile an hour on that one. That'll even the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. I forgot to mention Tucker's. He likes chess. That's his favorite board game, chess. And I would not have guessed that from Tucker. That ball is skied up in the air. Forey is going to come in, and he won't make the play. So that'll get down for a signal for Shannon. I'm surprised by that play. Ivy and Porter just kind of stood there and waited for Forey to come all the way from left field. And he was unable to make that. That was a very difficult play for Forey. So that'll give the Warriors their 5th hit of the game. First one from the lower part of the order. Brings up T.J. Jakin. Another off-speed pitch, 58 mile an hour, taken for a strike. What did T.J. gave me Sorry for his favorite board game. Said he doesn't play many board games, but that's one that he's familiar with. There's a fastball taken for a strike. 68 mile an hour fastball. Shannon gets his lead over at first. Here's the pitch. That pitch is fouled off. Jakin was able to stay alive on that one. Jones only has one strikeout on the game, but he's induced a lot of weak contact, a lot of pop-ups by the Warriors. Here's a pitch. There it is. Another breaking ball taken for strike 3. So that'll do it for the Warriors in the bottom of the 6th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We are going to head to the 7th inning. We're going to see if we can close this game out. Warriors are ahead 3-2. Due up for the Wildcats, Blake Porter, and Camden Ivey. They're 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Stay tuned, folks. We got an exciting finish. We'll be back here in just a moment. We are back live here at Wapsie Valley Field. We've got a tight game, folks. It's 3-2 heading into the 7th inning. Joining me in the broadcast booth is the infamous Oran newspaper writer, sports journalist, Goodell Kaiser. Goodell, how's it going?
It's going great. Pretty nice tight one here. Like it.
Did you expect a pitcher's duel tonight?
I could not tell you exactly what I expected because when I got here it was drizzling. So
Yep.
to say I expected a game was, a little intriguing too.
That pitch is taken for strike 2. Tucker is quickly ahead 0-2.
He's dealing. He's dealing right now. And
Yes, he is.
that's what they need.
Blaine Porter has struck out his 2 times at bat, and that's third time. That's strike 3 for out number 1. Huge strikeout for Latterberg. It's already his third of the game, that is. That'll bring up Blake Porter.
The good news is he's pitching like he wants to get this over with.
He does. He wants to deliver the win for his team. Here's the pitch. Taken right on the outside corner for strike 1. 81 mile an hour on that pitch. That didn't look like a fastball. I want to say that might have been a slider because it had a little bit of break to it. And there's another one. 80. Taken for strike 2. He's quickly ahead.
I see.
Let's see if Latterberg can finish him off. And he does. Swing and miss for strike 3 on an 85 mile an hour fastball. That's the second out of the inning.
Good night. Wow, that's just, I believe the term they use is gas.
That'll bring up their number 9 hitter, Camden Ivey, their shortstop. He's 0 for 2. So here's the pitch. Taken for a strike. 83 on that one. I don't think they have any chance. What do you think, Goodell?
I think we'll see in a couple more pitches.
Not really willing to commit. There's called strike 2. 83 on that one.
It's interesting where Tucker's setting up. He's setting up right on the very edge of the...
How many pitches has he thrown this inning? This is pitch number 9. Let's see if he can do it. Oh, he just missed. Ah.
Almost a perfect inning.
Oh, I think I jinxed it. Doggone it. Taken high. I had to ask, though, because I wasn't for sure. There's a breaking ball, 70-mile-an-hour fastball, and that'll do it for the Warriors. Huge win for Wapsie, able to hang on for a 3-2 victory over the Wildcats. That'll improve the Warriors' record to 28 wins with just 6 defeats. Janesville will fall to 13-11. That was an excellent pitched game by Isaac Jones, who went 6 innings, gave up just 5 hits, 3 runs, 1 of them earned, 1 walk, struck out 2. He shut down a very good Wapsie Valley lineup, only allowing 1 earned run. So tip my hat off to him. Any Janesville fans that are listening in on this game or watching the game, you've got a good one there. Briar Bellis, he's able to get the victory tonight. He went 5 innings, gave up 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 of them earned, walked 1, struck out 8, and then Tucker Latterberg came in and just nailed down the save for the Warriors, pitching 2 perfect innings, striking out 5. The leaders of the hitting on the hitting side for the Warriors, we've got Bellis, who went 1 for 2. Dana went 1 for 3. Shore went 1 for 2. And Latterberg went 1 for 3. Latterberg had the huge base hit to drive in the winning run back in the 5th inning. So, huge game for the Warriors. And like I said in the pregame, Janesville, they are looking to win. I think they tied for the championship in their conference, which is the Iowa Star North. They tied with Don Bosco. So great win by the Warriors over a very tough team. Again, this is a Janesville team that always plays us tough every year, and the Warriors were able to come away with a 3-2 victory. That's going to wrap things up here at Wapsie Valley Field. Stay tuned for the postgame show, the Access System postgame show. I am going to find myself a player and bring him into the booth, and we'll be back here in just a moment. We are back live here at Wapsie Valley Field. This is the Access Systems postgame show. I've got tonight's hero of the game, Tucker Latterberg, with me tonight. Tucker, I got to tell you, not only did you come through with the game-winning hit, you came in and just blew them away for the last 2 innings. Talk to us about it.
So I'll just start off with the intentional walk on Jake.
There we go.
What was there? There was 1 out, right? No, there was 2 outs. There was 2 outs, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
And you come up to the plate and they walk Jake to get to you. And if you go back and watch my live stream, I don't know if you do that or not, but I'm like, okay, pick your poison.
Yeah.
And I know what's going through your mind because I know you're well enough. You're like, what the heck are these guys doing?
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I said in my mind. I don't know. They did that. I'm like, okay. I mean, that kind of surprised me. I'm like, whatever. Walk Jake to get to me. I mean, it's me and Jake. We do damage when we're up there, and I don't know. I feel like me and Jake both love like the adversity and the pressure.
Right.
And I don't know. I just kind of took over from there.
You took it a little personal, which you should.
I really did. I'm like, okay, I'm going to make you pay. Like, you're going to do this to get to me? I mean, that's kind of embarrassing if I don't get a hit here.
Right.
So, I don't know. I kind of like
And
that
you
pressure.
didn't wait around. First pitch.
Oh, yeah. I take advantage of the first pitch. If it looks good, I'm swinging. I don't care.
It did. You did, and you just drilled that to the center field, and like you sent a message, and then you come out on the pitching side. You take over for Breyer, and it's just like you were just so motivated, and you were just mowing them down. I was looking at your speed. I didn't see 90, but I saw consistent 85s. Your breaking stuff was coming in at 80, so you were feeling it, weren't you?
Yeah, I felt really good. I had to get settled in that first inning. I was a little around the zone, but I don't know. I felt like I really had it tonight. The fastball was actually running really good, along with my 2-seam. It was running inside, and I could tell guys were late. They were loading late. I'm like, okay, I'll just try to make you hit the fastball. And they never did that tonight, and I think I got up to 87 tonight. So yeah, I don't know. The arm was feeling really good tonight. So
that's excellent. You did awesome, and if you do go back and watch the live stream, I got to apologize. I did jinx you that last inning because I asked Bohr, I'm like, how many pitches is he at? When you got to 2 strikes on that last hitter, and sure enough, the next pitch was a ball. You were that close to a perfect inning.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, man, I think I jinxed him. Because I was wondering, because I lose track sometimes because I'm talking and trying to keep track of what's going on. And I'm thinking in my head, like, man, I think he's only thrown 8 pitches. So this is pitch number 9. If he strikes this guy out, that's a perfect inning. And as soon as I asked Bohr, ball would. But hey, excellent job tonight. You got yourself a save. I don't think that's your first save. I think it might be your second one.
Yeah, I think so.
But you were able to come through and deliver a victory for us, 3-2. So, any final words?
No, I don't. think
Shout
so.
out to anybody.
I don't know if anybody's watching. So
Uncle's not watching tonight.
he might be. I guess I don't know. He didn't text me if he was going to watch or not. So
All right. Hey, this is Tucker Latterberg. He has been outstanding for us this season. He's a senior. So come out here and enjoy him while you can. We've got a few more home games. Got one tomorrow night if we don't get rained out, and then we got 3 more next week, all of them right here at Wapsie Valley Stadium, and then we're going to go into the districts. I know he's fired up for district play. So we'll see how it goes. Guys, that'll wrap things up here at Wapsie Valley Field. We win 3-2 over the Janesville Wildcats. You guys have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.